You know, I had a long talk with Coach Bland. Coach Bland was a great mentor in my life, person who I really admire, a great friend. He called me and told me, first of all, that he was taking a new job, a new responsibility, and we talked a little bit, and he, expressed to me that he thought that I could possibly be the best candidate for the job. And at that point, my wheels really started turning, and I thought, that's big. Really to be the head coach anywhere is a big responsibility, and taking on that. But immediately I knew that it was a possibility because of my connection to the university and my tenure that I had here before. And I thought, I would at least, have a possible chance of doing it. And I was able to connect with Coach Vernon, and he and I, when I talked to him, it solidified it even more that this is a possibility. And at that point, I just really, to be honest, just started praying about it. And I knew that if I was supposed to be here, that it would happen. It's really unique to be able to take a job where you know so many people and where you have such a respect for a great amount of people. And when you know all of those people are supporting you and they want you to do the job, it makes it really exciting, and it makes it a lot easier to come to work every day. I do know what it takes to win here, and a big part of that is the players that are playing on Saturday. And I also know how competitive recruiting is and how hard it is to get those players here, as it's not really hard to see that there were several players on this team that made a huge difference. Terrence Cobb, D'Angelo Jordan, Nick Smith, Weston Hazelhurst. At the NAIA level, those guys aren't just running around everywhere. So it's working really hard to have a big roster, to have a lot of kids on campus, but to really find those key players that are difference makers. At the end of the day, we're going to be a triple option team. And what I plan to do is evaluate our personnel, recruit the right personnel to be able to run the triple option, and to continue to evolve in that and to do things that will be best for us to get the ball in all of our athletes' hands. And when you run a triple option offense, you have a threat every play of 3 different people getting the ball. So I think it's an offense that is very successful. You have to be disciplined. You have to be mentally and physically tough to run it. And we're going to continue to do that, and that's what we're going to base our whole identity on, is a triple option. We will be probably multiple on defense. We will show some different fronts and some different packages and different coverages and different things. So there's going to be some liberty in that part of it with the new defensive coordinator. We'll be sound defensively, and we're going to place a high priority in defense. I think you have to. Special teams, all that will be similar. Coach Weiser, the special teams coordinator that was here, I learned a whole lot from him and his philosophies and schematics, and we will continue to do a lot of those things. And so a lot of our program will look very much the same, and we'll continue to operate in a similar manner than we have for the last 8 to 15 years.